Okay, so I know you procrastinate because you're human, but how well do you procrastinate productively? I'm wondering. I was just actually not talking, I was texting a client and checking in with her to see how well she was following through on a project plan that we had made in our last session. And she texted back and she said, "Oh, I'm doing horribly on the project plan, but I am getting a bunch of those textbook readings that I'm late on." So she's like, "But so I'm being productive." And that was so nice to hear. And so that made me think about you all and what other ways there might be of procrastinating productively. So you're getting something done, even if you're not doing the thing that you think you should be doing. So one idea I had is that you can clean your space or your backpack. That can really, sometimes we have trouble motivating ourselves to follow through when the place is messy. And so cleaning will help you take your next action once you've cleaned, but it will also just make your space nicer for you and your family as well, and make it easier to find some things that perhaps you need to find at the bottom of your backpack. So the other thing you could do to productively procrastinate is to make a plan or a to-do list. So if you can't bring yourself to do anything, but you might think through like, oh, what are the small increments? How might I break this project down into steps? Or what are the things that I have to do? Let me just get clear on that first. And so that can be a super productive thing to do. Also, and that's what she did, you can do an easier assignment. Or maybe I shouldn't have said easier. Maybe I should have said a more straightforward assignment. And it occurs to me that there's another one I didn't put on here that is like, you might send an email to your teacher. You might say, "You know what, I'm noticing I'm procrastinating this thing. I think it's because I don't know what my next steps are. Can we talk?" So you might make an appointment with the person who can help you get started. So that's another one under this what else. I'd be curious to know what else you all are thinking, and you can post here on YouTube, or you can send me an email at gretchen@gretchenwegner.com and tell me what other ways there are to productively procrastinate. The last thing I want to say about this is that you can overuse it, right? So you can think like, oh, it's okay that I'm not doing this thing that's due tomorrow because I'm doing this other thing that's super helpful. And at some point, we can let productive procrastination get in the way of our follow through. The reason why it is sometimes useful, though, is because if we're feeling really lazy or just like, oh, I can't motivate myself to do this next thing, then if we do something else, it gets us out of that lethargic mode and into a little bit of a movement, right? Some momentum. And so then it's a little easier to transition from the thing you were doing to productively procrastinate into the thing that you really need to do. So maybe a final tip that I didn't think to put on here, but it's a good one, is to pick something small. Something that's like 15, 20 minutes. Don't productively procrastinate with a huge room clean that's going to take you 3 hours, but something achievable that will get you out of the inertia of doing nothing and into the inertia of doing something. So good luck trying this out, and let me know how it goes, and I'll see you in the next video.